Now then, what we're dealing with here is these lithium iron phosphate batteries, 5 kilowatts each. They are Voltacon, but they're branded, so these are actually Pytes batteries, and that took a lot of sorting out. So Andy and Julie Budzak came to stay in the lodge for a few days, and Andy was very keen to investigate these because he'd been digging into communicating with Pylon Tech batteries. So interesting factor here, when I got these, they were all dead, deemed scrap. No longer the case, but it took quite a lot of effort and fear and loathing, as it were. But these two on the end here, the BMSs didn't seem to come back to life, so I've changed those for JBDs, and with the JBDs they've got Bluetooth, so we can talk to those two with Overkill Solar, which is marvellous, absolutely marvellous. But these other ones, you can't really, couldn't really talk to them. Anyway, Andy Budzak said after he tried his magic and it didn't work, he said the next day, those are not Voltacon batteries, they're branded, they're Pytes. So we went to the Pytes website, and lo and behold, there was some software for communicating with these, but you needed to use Windows. Well, I had a dual boot laptop that was Windows 7 and Linux, and so I was able to boot that up. I hadn't used the Windows side for ages, but we got there in the end, and we bought a cable, and I will show you the link on my phone. There's the cable. Okay, so if you search on eBay you should be able to find that. Where you got the cable from. It's a console cable, and it was £5, something like that, on eBay. But I had to go into Device Manager once the cable was plugged in and download the software. Just on Device Manager it shows everything that's connected to the computer in the computer, and with that cable you just click next to it and it looks for the right software. So it's no big deal if you don't know about Device Manager on Windows. Well, I don't know about Device Manager on modern Windows, but the beauty of Linux is it's not like Windows, but it is like older versions of Windows. So make that what you will. Anyway, we're able to talk to this, so I'm just going to set up the laptop and I'll show you what it does. Downloading the software was not a problem. Yeah, there is an app for Pytes batteries, but I'm a bit uncertain about it, and I'll show you why. So this video is my standard information sharing, and I would really ask you to comment, tell me what you think, do all the business. Yeah, but it's also me going to you going, hey, what do you think about this? So let me set things up and we'll go as far as we can see. Okay, I've got this connected to the console, and as you see we've got CAN, we've got RS485, and then we've got link sockets there as well. Okay, so we've got it fitted to the console, and plugged in, and we've fired the software up, the Pytes software. So let's just line things up a bit. I can see the whole screen flickering, but we'll have to put up with that. So don't know how I'm going to do this. You see there's nothing there at the moment, so there's a log in. Okay, so we'll just log in here. Now, first of all, I found that it needs to be COM port 14 in this one, through trial and error. Why, I haven't got a clue. If you do know, let me know in the comments, because I'd love to learn. Anyway, it's connecting, right? Yeah, battery 1, and it's connecting. Okay, and we've got some details. State of health 96. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know what pain these batteries have been through. They just arrived to me, and there's plenty of videos of me fixing these, so I'll put some links up in the corner there. But there we go. And so we got normal just up here. We got normal. Yeah. We've got here, we've got voltage 54, current 6.1, state of charge 87%. And I don't really want it any more than that, and we've discussed this before. Total state of health 97. So that's all good enough. You don't want to take these up to 100%. Okay, and we've got a bit of a graph here, and I've always noticed the blue one is voltage, and the whatever other color it is it red or is it green? I don't know. And it always, the temperature seems to be slightly lower. That's 3.4 and that's 3. So whatever it is, oh sorry, 23.9 and 25. It's probably different sensors in different parts of the battery. Okay, so up here we've got real-time data just there, and we go on that. We can do recording of things. Okay, and there goes real-time data on, and there we go. State of health, current, temperature 29, volts 54. Okay, and you can record that. So I'm going to switch this off. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to that. Okay. We can update. No. There we go, the update. It doesn't really say that much. Where else are we? That's history. Yeah. So, right, at least we can see what each individual battery is, which is a very good start. Now, I need you to help me. Okay. I bought this little Bluetooth unit. Okay. And it's 5 volts. Runs off 5 volts. There we go. A plus, B minus, ground, 5 volts, ground, E. Yeah. And something else that I can't read. Anyway. So obviously A plus and B minus. Yep. So that's obviously the communication. And as far as powering is concerned, you can put 5 volts in this socket there from a little plug-in power supply. Or I suspect you could use a ground and 5 volts from some sort of source on there somewhere. Yeah, but So we'd use an Ethernet cable, an RS485, yeah, to put a signal into there, and then the phone will be able to talk to this, and hopefully we'll be able to use Overkill Solar to talk to these other batteries. Now then, let's just have a look at some bits of paper if we can. Okay, this is from the manual, the Pytes manual. Okay, RS485 A and B, 1 and 2, right? RS485 A and B. So I assume we connect A and B to A and B and put 5 volts into that. Yeah, that seems fairly sort of alright. Why you've got the same down the bottom here, don't know. Can high, can low, ground. It doesn't actually say that there's a 5 volts there. Alright, now I got this off the old interweb. Yeah, and this was for Pytes eBox 48100R. So pins 1 and 8 is negative, pins 2 and 7 are positive, non-inverting, whatever that means. So why is 1 and 8 inverting and 2 and 7 non-inverting? Pins 3 and 6 are a ground, a signal ground, and 4 and 5 are can high and can low. So I don't know, maybe, but that is for the port, yeah. So it would be great if somebody could just decipher this. I think I know what I'm doing, but if somebody else goes, oh yeah, you're definitely right, what's this inverting and non-inverting stuff? I'll just come back to this. A positive, B negative, yeah. Yeah. So going back to the Pytes app, you download it, fine, yeah, and then when you want to register, it goes, we're going to share all your data and we're going to share it with loads of people, and you've got no option. There's no way of going, no, I don't agree to this and agree to that. You've just got no option. I thought, I don't want to do that. Who are they sharing the data with, and what data? Are they going to rob all the data off my phone and just go, ha ha ha? Yeah, seems a bit odd, right? And then you don't know what the software will do anyway. So I did get in touch with Pytes, which are in China, and although the guy communicated, he was quite cagey. Yeah, I was asking him, because Pytes do a Bluetooth unit, but they wouldn't send me one. They were hedging their bets and just being a bit evasive, which I thought, that's not good customer care. That's not wanting to promote stuff. But you see, these were badged as Voltacon, right, for Europe, I assume. Yeah, but then Voltacon don't do these anymore, and Pytes may be not interested in selling into Europe. They've probably got bigger markets, other parts of the world. So again, tell me what you think about that. But we're moving on. That's the main thing. We've got a set of batteries that were scrap, that were presented to a scrap yard, yeah, and they came here, and we spent a lot of time making these work, and then putting JBD BMSs in 2 of them, and just the physical fact of doing all that work in the battery and doing all the links was a huge learning curve for me. But then it introduced me to Bluetooth off your phone. And then Sim66 told me about Overkill Solar, and I checked that out, and it was just like, and then you learn bits about Overkill Solar. Okay, so, and the fact that you can change bits, and you can make sure that the batteries are balancing all the time rather than only when charging. And you can lower the threshold for balancing, so that's all sort of very good. So I love it. Whereas at the moment all I can do is look at this, yeah. But one thing I did learn from Pytes was, if the delta, which is the difference between the highest and lowest cell voltage wise, if it goes above 30 millivolts, then balancing will automatically start, yeah? And the balancing is 140 milliamps, yeah, whereas the balancing for the JBD is 100 milliamps. There you go. That's a bit of information that took quite a while, and asking the right questions. It wasn't immediately available. So if you can give us a hand with this thing, that would be wonderful. And if you can comment about this data here, that data there, the fact that Voltacon, they're just badged, and so they're Pytes batteries. And thank you again to Andy Budzak for just information input, and then we worked together on it. And then he had his laptop, and he had one of these console cables, so we were able to work through it and get things to work and go, wow, you know, that's one step further forward. Because batteries are great, you know, and these blinky lights are fine, but you really, at some point, you really want to just have a look and go, yeah, what is the delta, how good are they, all that sort of thing. And this is a different battery. It's that one there, and it's very similar, 87%, yeah. And the voltage difference there, look, that is the delta, it's 6 millivolts. That's pretty good. So 3.388 volts per cell. That could go up to 3.4 without being too terrible, but that's good enough. You know, I'd like these batteries to last for a good long time. Yeah, yeah, they were something that came out of the ether, and I want to look after them. I'd love to hear from you all. Yeah, and I will catch up with you soon. I know this is a bit of an intense overload, but you know, this is the state of, this is the current thinking, and it'd be great to move forward again and be able to just pull your phone out and talk to your batteries, which is odd for me because I've been forced to have a pocket computer phone since they switched off for 3G. Switched off 3G, yeah, and suddenly you got to do something, and you're being forced to move forward. It's in some ways it's a little bit like the MG, the EV, yeah. You just have to at some point just go, right, okay, now's about the right time. Yeah, and I've been hanging on with an old Nokia phone for quite a number of years, and then suddenly you're forced into it. Right, catch up with you soon. Cheers for now.